Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Random Thoughts. This is the fourth episode of the podcast. Let's dig in. I'm really pissed off today. I was going to talk about Game of Thrones, so I had this whole thing about Game of Thrones today, but scratch that, because you know what I'm really pissed off about right now? I'm trying to find a part-time job during the summer. I already have a job, which is great. But I'm looking for, another job to also help pay with the bills, help pay with the car insurance, whatever. And I thought I would give Lyft a try. I would give Lyft, the driving service, a try. So I went online and I did all the applications. And then they rejected me because I had a speeding ticket 2 years ago, which wasn't a big deal. But, it pissed me off because I think everybody can get a speeding ticket, and it shouldn't mean that they can't drive for Lyft. One speeding ticket, it's just one, and it wasn't that big of a deal. That doesn't mean I'm not perfect for Lyft. There are people that drive for Lyft that are terrible drivers, that have a really bad record, and they're able to drive for Lyft. Same goes with Uber. I then went to Uber to apply, and then they wanted me to go get a state sticker. Every year you need to get a new inspection sticker for your car, which I already got one last week, but they wanted me to get to print one out personally from Uber and to go to my mechanic or whatever and for them to fill it out. And I was like, fuck that. Why can't you just take my inspection form, the one that they give you that says you passed everything, and just take that? Why can't you just take that? Why do I have to print out your stupid fucking inspection form, your personal own? Then you got to get it signed, and you got to go just back and forth. It's crazy. I don't want to do that. Lyft, Uber, I don't want to do that, all right? Just take the inspection form I got, all right? Why do I have to print yours out? I think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. Because the commercials make it seem so easy to apply. Oh, you got free time, you just apply for Uber, for Lyft. You make some extra money. Make some extra money in your wallet. You can't do that. Applying is so freaking hard. You got to be perfect. You got to have a perfect record in order to apply. It's ridiculous. I didn't go to jail. I shouldn't be penalized for one speeding ticket, which happened 2 years ago, and I called my insurance agency, and they said I have 0 points, and I don't know the lingo so well, but they said I had 0 points. All right, 0 is 0, so they should hire me, but it's still on my record, which is probably the reason why they're not going to hire me, and it sucks. I need some extra pay. Still looking for other jobs, but I preferred one with very flexible hours. But what the fuck are you gonna do, Shit. What's this world coming to, guys? You just want to get a simple job, and you can't get a simple job. Even a job that just requires you to just drive people around. It's not that hard. I mean, I don't know. I guess with today's, kidnapping, and stuff, and in the news, there have been women that have been kidnapped and killed from an Uber driver or a Lyft driver. People who are also supposedly imitating to be Lyft or Uber drivers, which is very scary. I guess they're a little hardcore about, who they're hiring and stuff. But a speeding ticket? Is that really? That's not, I don't know. I don't speed that often. I mean, I don't speed. That's the right word. I don't speed anymore, I guess, so I should be hired. I don't know. I just find it very ridiculous that it's just over a freaking speeding ticket that was 2 years ago. Times have changed since 2 years ago. I'm just pissed that I won't be able to drive for Lyft anytime soon, so oh well. Now, I used to work for a company called Olive Garden. Ooh. When you're here, you're family, right? That's how the saying goes. Well, you know what? They're not that wrong, honestly. Olive Garden wasn't that bad, but I want to, go over how good is Olive Garden, because, it's good for lower middle class people. That's their high class restaurant to go to, during Mother's Day or during Father's Day or whatever birthday's coming up that it's in your family. But then, there's very gourmet restaurants, like some Gordon Ramsay restaurant that high class, people go and, blah, 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 whatever. But Olive Garden isn't that bad, guys. I know the food isn't as good as probably very, very high class, Rodeo Drive or whatever restaurants. But it's not that bad. I mean, what they offer is it's pretty good food. Breadsticks aren't that bad. The salad is pretty yummy. The soup is very good. All their dishes they're pretty fantastic. I've worked there, and I've enjoyed my time at Olive Garden. I've got some free food sometimes, or not. I shouldn't say free. I had to pay, but sometimes. But Olive Garden isn't bad. But a lot of people think Olive Garden just crappy packaged food. That's not really the case. Some of the food is packaged, but most food is packaged. All right. I worked for a high class, or not a high class, but a high, an indie family restaurant, which was serving high quality food, and they you know what? They microwaved their desserts. All right. So not every high class restaurant or whatever is high class. All right. It takes a lot of work to just prepare the food on your own and go buy all the ingredients every night. It's crazy. It would take a lot of work, especially if you're a chain like Olive Garden, Cheesecake Factory, Yard House. You kind of need delivery packages often. So Olive Garden isn't that bad. Totally recommend it for people to go eat. If you're hungry, go spend, some celebrations with your family. Who cares, all right? Just go eat there. I think Jimmy Fallon and Post Malone went there, made a video about it, and they enjoyed it. So if they enjoyed it, you'll enjoy it too. Now, you know what I'm really scared of doing? I'm very terrified. Is bungee jumping. I think bungee jumping is the most dangerous thing I've ever seen, because you'll jump off the bridge, and then what if it snaps your neck? You're good as dead, bro. You are good as dead, and that hurts. I don't know from personal experience, but that would really hurt. But yeah, you'd be dying during an activity you want to have fun doing, which to me does not look fun. It looks very dangerous. It looks very scary. I have the worst fear of heights, all right? The worst. When I'm on an airplane, I can't look out the window that easily because I'm terrified. Like, what if the plane breaks in two, like in fucking Lost, and then we're falling down to our deaths, and you're basically double dying. You're falling down, so you're gonna get like a heart attack because the adrenaline will be so bad. Your heart, you're gonna throw up your heart. Honestly, that's how I feel when I go on those roller coaster rides or adrenaline rides. You feel like you're about to throw up your very own heart. And then, while you're throwing up your heart, once you crash, big explosion, you're dead. Whoa, you are dead. Unless you land in the water, I guess you're fine. But I don't know. But then the impact with the water might, the force from the water might, kill you. I don't know. Not a physicist or whatever here. But honestly, bungee jumping is terrifying. Also, a little nerd here, a little nerd moment. Remember Gwen Stacy? Let's remember Gwen Stacy. I know she didn't bungee jump, but you could call it bungee jumping. She, the Green Goblin let go of Gwen Stacy. She falling down in the clock tower in the movie. I think it was a bridge in the comics. Spider-Man comes, saves her. Does the web shot, and he almost saves her. He gets her. But then her neck just snaps. It was Spider-Man who... Green Goblin really killed her, but it was Spider-Man who actually initiated the kill. Or Green Goblin initiated the kill, and Spider-Man... You know what I'm talking about. He put Gwen Stacy in a peril situation. Spider-Man tried to save her. It didn't turn out well. There you go. But yeah, that's what bungee jumping to me would be. Just like Gwen Stacy falling down, and then at the very end, the bungee gets you recoil back up, and your neck is just going to snap at that recoil moment. Bungee jumping, guys. I don't know why humanity is so crazy sometimes with all these adrenaline, activities. I think it's a little bit crazy, if you ask me. I won't do bungee jumping ever in my life. Unless you pay me maybe $1 million, then I'll do it. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Now, this might be a little stupid, but I've always wondered, is life very different for people that only have less than 10 fingers? Like, not even 10, like 9 or less fingers on their hand. I want to know if life is very challenging. Because everybody has 10 fingers, and everybody uses those 10 fingers. We pinky promise, we put our wedding ring on the ring, we insult people with our middle. Our first finger, our index finger is used for like shooters, for like video games. And our thumbs are for thumb war. We use all our fingers. But for somebody that has less than 10 fingers, like 9, 8, 7, whatever, how is life so different from them? I remember watching this, I'm not sure if it was a movie or documentary, but this drummer, not a drummer professionally, but he played drums on the side. He was, he lost a few of his fingers due to a fire that occurred in his house. But he still learned how to play the drums, even though his fingers weren't, even though he wouldn't be able to hold drumsticks anymore. They made this new device where it's like a wristband that has the drumsticks taped to it, and then he just starts moving his wrists, and then it starts playing. But I have to say, how can you get good at the drums if you play like that? I don't know if there's techniques you can do as a drummer with wristbands, drumsticks, if you don't have your fingers. So I mean, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm curious. I'm curious if life is more challenging, which I think it is. Honestly, I think it might be. You can't play video games the same way as other people. Maybe you won't be even able to hold your fork correctly at the dinner table because you without or hold a pencil correctly. Life must be really difficult if you don't have 10 fingers. Maybe it might be okay if you have 9 or 8, but if you had 4 on one hand, 4 on the other, maybe like a cartoon character. But I bet life is just really difficult if you don't have 10 digits. So I don't know. I've always been curious about it. If you guys have less than 10 fingers, if you have less than 10 fingers, comment and tell me, what do you guys do? Like, is your life okay, with less than 10 fingers, or is it a little bit challenging? I'm interested to know. Last but not least, this is going to be very controversial. Very controversial, all right? So I don't want anybody to be insulted or take offense to anything. But mankind over time has pondered what is the best topping on a pizza. I said it. Best topping on a pizza. So let me tell you, what's the best topping? Pepperoni. Without a doubt, it's pepperoni. If you say you like Hawaiian pizza, the pineapple ham, I want you to get out. I want you to leave and readjust your life because you're wrong. It does not taste good at all. You know what? I don't mind pineapple on a pizza, but ham and pineapple just tastes wrong to me, all right? It's not a great combination. Pepperoni and mushrooms, on the other hand, or pepperoni and black olives, that's a great combination. That is very good. Oh, God, now I want a pizza now. Now I want a pizza. You know what? I also have a problem with people that just get plain cheese. I just feel like you guys are basic people. Just getting plain cheese. Add a little oomph to your life. Put some pepperoni on that bitch. Put some bacon. Put some mushrooms. Put some olives. Don't put anchovies. I don't know why people... I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that started, where people started putting fish on pizza. That just tastes wrong. All right? But slap some pepperoni, because honestly, pepperoni is the best topping on a pizza. Without a doubt. If you want to fight me on this, fight me. Honestly, I don't know any other topping that I've mentioned that can surpass... Maybe buffalo chicken. I don't know. Not barbecue chicken. I think that's gross on a pizza, but buffalo chicken might be good because buffalo chicken calzone is probably the best calzone I've ever had. Again, there are more calzones in the world, but buffalo chicken calzone is so far my favorite. But pepperoni pizza is so far my favorite, and I think pepperoni tops all toppings. I know it's cliche, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, that's the end of Random Thoughts Podcast. Thank you guys for listening to me rant. You guys have a lot of patience, I guess. And I'll be back with another episode coming up soon. Have a great day. See you later.